Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I'll be going over change of character in market structure. Now first off, this topic is very basic and simple. I don't understand why a lot of people are making it look like it's a very hard concept. But anyways, in this video, I'll be simplifying change of character. I'll be showing you how it works, but we're going to also check out some real life examples on the chart. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so first off, we have two types of changing character. We have the bullish changing character, we have the bearish changing character. So basically, the bullish changing character is when price is on a bearish cycle, right? When price is coming all the way down and suddenly there's a break of structure, right? So you can see price coming all the way down right here. Price retraces all the way up, then there's a sudden expansion all the way down. So this confirms that price will keep going on a bearish momentum. Same for this right here. So price retraces all the way up and comes back all the way down. This is an expansion. As you can see, there's also another breaking market structure. So this again signifies the price will keep coming all the way down. And there was this last break of structure right here before price tap out the last lower high. So suddenly there's a break in market structure. So basically this is a change in character. Now what does this mean? As you can see, price has been coming all the way down. So this is a bearish momentum. Now this change of character simplifies that price will start to go all the way bullish. Okay, so for the bearish change of character, it's literally the same thing but the opposite. So you can see price expands all the way up, retraces all the way down, expands all the way up above this high right here. So this is a breaking market structure. This as well as a breaking market structure. So this all signifies that price will keep going all the way bullish. And now suddenly price comes all the way down below the last lower high. So this now is a change in character. So meaning that price is potentially now in a bearish reversal. So this is a bullish cycle. So this change in character signifies that price will potentially start coming all the way down. Now let's take a look at some examples on the charts. Okay. Now this is USD, and currently we're on the 1 hour chart. Also, this exactly is what I want us to talk about. This right here. So from this low up onto this high. So this itself is a range, right? So as you can see, price has been coming all the way bullish. From this low right here, price went all the way up, came down, went up, came down right here, went up. You can use this high because this high is lower than this high. So you have to use the next high. So price went all the way up, came down, went up, and there's a change in character. So as you can see, this right here, okay, this right here is a change in character. So this signifies that price will start to go bearish. So as you can see, price came all the way down, retraces back all the way up just to retest an order block. So basically, let's say you want to get into a trade. So all you have to do is just draw out your order block. So this is going to be your order block, right? But as you can see, this order block is quite big. This is a 1 hour time frame. We don't have to use this order block. We can refine down and increase our risk to reward ratio just by going down to the smaller time frames. Now let's go down to the 30 minutes time frame if we can reduce our setup. Also on the 30 minutes time frame, you can see this is an order block, right? This right here is the order block. This is the only order block that's present on the 30 minutes time frame. So all you have to do is just refine this up onto this right here and just bring this all the way down to this order block right here. Okay, now let's go down to the 15 minutes time frame if we can actually reduce this order block. Okay, so this is a 15 minutes time frame, and as you can see, we have this order block right here. This order block just right here. Okay, now this is a 15 minutes time frame. Let's try going down to the 5 minutes time frame if we can reduce this order block. So on a 5 minutes time frame, if we actually take a closer look, okay, we're gonna see this order block right here. So we just bring this up onto this order block right here. And by the way, this is a change in character, right? Because this order block was responsible for breaking this low right here. Okay, so on the 5 minutes time frame, this right here is a range. This is the range, right? So as you can see, price was on a bullish momentum on the 5 minutes time frame. This was our first low, this was the second low, this was the third low, and this was the fourth low. So as you can see, price came all the way down just to break this structure. So this right here is a change in character. So we have confirmation that this 5 minutes order block is a very valid order block. So all you have to do is just refine your order block to the lower level, right? So let's set our position. Okay, so this is going to be a sell, this is going to be our entry, and this will be our stop loss. So where are we going to set our TP? For us to have a bigger perspective, we'll have to go back to the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that this was the range we actually used. This range right here. So from this high right here down to this low right here. This was the range we actually used. So now you know that there's a change in character, right? So you know price will start to go bearish because this is a break of structure. So you know price will start a bearish cycle. So you're going to draw your TP all the way down to this low right here. And as you can see, this is a 1 to 20 risk to reward ratio. Now this is massive, right? This is insane. This is a 1 to 20 risk to reward ratio just simply using change of character. Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to our next example. Now this is going to be a bullish scenario. The last example we covered was a bearish scenario. Now as you can see, price has been coming all the way down. Okay, and currently price is on a bullish momentum, right? So in this structure right here, how do you identify your changing character? So first off, you have to know exactly what price has been doing from the start. So you have to simply read price action. So as you can see, price has been coming all the way down. Price came down right here. So price went all the way up. This was a retracement and price came all the way down. Price went up. Price came down. So I can't use this low right here because this low went below this low. So I have to use this right here. So price retraces all the way up and there was a massive sell-off all the way down. Now price goes all the way up, comes back, and this is a change in character. This right here is a change in character. Now if you take a closer look, some people might actually argue that what about this structure right here? But this is a change in character. No, this is not a change in character because if you look at the macro structure of this right here, so you're gonna see that price again was coming all the way down. Price went up, price came down, went up, came down, went up. We cannot use this right here. So this is invalid. This is actually invalid. So we can't use this right here because this low didn't go below this low. So there was no break of structure right here. So we can't use this lower high. So basically this lower high is invalid. So immediately price broke this high, even though price respected this order block. This is still actually invalid because you might say, oh, well, it doesn't matter. At least price respect the order block. If you're somebody who thinks like that, you might eventually get into another trade where you're going to see a sell like this and price might actually end up stopping you out. So this is actually a fake change in character. So when price does this, you do not use this order block to get into the market. You patiently wait for price, to tap out this high right here. Now this is your real change in character. This right here. So this order block is the valid order block you are going to use, right? So this is a valid order block. So let's take a closer look. So as you can see, this black candle right here. So from this tip down to this low is your real order block. So as you can see, price, even though it took a while, right? Even though it took a while. So immediately price broke this lower high, there was like a consolidation. Price tried going all the way down, price went up, price came down and tapped into the order block. So this was a perfect entry. And from then on, price has been on a bullish momentum. So it's basically simple. Whenever you want to identify a change of character in the market, all you have to do is to first highlight every single highs and every single low. So you have to draw out your structure using price action. You don't just use any single high just because this high is a high. You don't just use any single low just because a low is a low. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to map out your structure. You have to know which was a lower low, which was a lower high. And it's until after you've identified that, that is when you can apply the change of character. So it's basically simple. Now let's say we want to get into a straight, right? So let's set our position. Now this is going to be a buy, right? Let's set our position right here. So this is going to be your entry, right? And this is going to be your stop loss. Now basically you can just say your TP right here because this is just basically a void. All this right here is basically void. So price definitely will come into this void, just to fill the fair value gap. But at the end of the day, if you look at the bigger perspective, you can see that price has been coming all the way down and currently price is on a bullish momentum. Now, if I were going to get into a trade, this would be my TP because now I know that currently euro is on a bullish momentum, right? As you can see on the macro level, right? Price has been coming from this point right here. Price went all the way up, came all the way down, went all the way up, came all the way down. This was a retracement on the higher time frame. Now, price is currently on a bullish momentum, so I know price will definitely keep on going all the way bullish. So if I'm going to set my TP, right, if I'm going to set my TP will be just right here. And that's how you basically find perfect trade setups just using change in character. Now, I hope you find this video helpful. If you have any single question at all regarding change of character, you can ask in the comment below, or you can just simply reach out to me on WhatsApp, link in the description below. Thanks for watching this video, and see you guys in the next one.